Hello, greetings, my friends. I come back to speak about wisdom, as what I believe to be, to know what is wisdom, that those things that are true, that can assist, offering tools just to follow whatever your heart tells you to follow. But I wanted to bring about a few ideas. The first one is that sense is an invention of the church. It was this original sin that they created at the Council of Nicaea in the 7th century AD, was really in order to prevent humanity from discovering the Christ power and the Christ energy. For sins is whatever prevents us from evolving. Anything that prevents us from evolving, it could be considered a sin. Is something we need to overcome. But we need to forgive our own sins and forgive others, because as we forgive, we are forgiven. For God has already forgiven us. He's already created with a certain level of consciousness, knowing we're going to make certain mistakes and learn a certain lesson. So let go of blame, shame, regrets. All those things were just teaching process, learning process. And so forgive yourself. And God's primal nature is love, mercy, and ministry. The universe has to grow, has to evolve. It's the law. If the universe would stop growing and evolving, then it would disappear. God wants the universe to exist eternally. Therefore, He will push the buttons so that we can grow and evolve through the process. So, because the law of cause and effect will always match our beliefs. We will always match our actions, match our thoughts, match our intentions. And so it is a law that is eternally perfect, that God created when He created the universe. In this universe, this magnetic universe, we live with the law of cause and effect. So each soul will have to face the totality of its creation. So you do not have to judge anybody. They will take care of that. Each soul will have to face the reality of their action. But do not compromise yourself with anything that's not true for you. Do not. For everybody's our own soul will actually teach us what we need to know. The soul is really wise. And so I also wanted to say the judgment, the last judgment was prophesied. It is not something that they say, oh well, we believe it or not, but this judgment will be coming. But it's not what people think. It is the Christ said that only the just will enter the kingdom of heaven, will enter this new age. For it is impossible to believe, to understand. It is easy to understand that we cannot create a society, a paradisical society, when there are beings that are operating within a great deal of perversion, criminality, brutality. All those beings are given the time to amend their views, but God already knows who's going to be. Who are going to be able to ascend, and those who are not being able. So do not worry about anything. Everything is part of a divine, perfect plan that is made out of great love and wisdom, and so everybody will get exactly what they need to get for their own evolution. For God is fair, God is just. And so the prophecies are like promises. It's like silence is one of the greatest prophets, because the truth is revealed within the silence. And so, but there are certain prophecies that were made with influence of astral beings that were projecting a negative timeline that would serve the interest. Those will not happen. But when the higher prophecies that come from spirit, from the higher spirit, like Lord Suraya or Archangel Michael, when they prophesied before even humanity went into darkness, that they would emerge victorious at the end in the light, those prophecies will be realized. When spirit makes a promise, they will always keep it, even if we ourselves are not always able to keep our promises. Spirit always does. And so I'm going to pull a few cards. It talks about a few more ideas. I hope you're having a really good day. I thank you for liking, for sharing, for commenting, for subscribing, and for your donations. If you want a private tarot reading session on Skype, a video conference, let me know. I will very soon. I will do those until my business starts, and I'm going to have to take care of my business. But for now, I'm still doing those. I know it's doing a lot of good to the people who are doing them. And I enjoy doing them as well, so it is a shared pleasure. For it is always good to move into win-win situations and always be fair, always be just. It is really with the balance and the equilibrium. So the past is forgiveness. We're going to continue to work with forgiveness, but forgive yourself, forgive totally yourself. And right now it is justice, this divine justice which will be applied. Justice is, once again, it is balance, it is fairness, it is being transparent, being in balance, but And so, and the future is going to be communication. There's going to be some great communication, revelation. We're going to communicate more. There's communication that are come to us that are going to be very important, and we need to communicate. We need to take as many people as we can within the higher frequency. We want to take as many people to their own enlightenment and empowerment. What we're working on now is a learning process, is a learning process, and the future is generosity. Generosity. We want to still remain flexible, remain generous, not to be over generous in a point where it actually creates a disbalance, but just be generous enough. Help those who needs. Whenever you feel there is a need and something you can do that's not going to hurt you, just do it. It is a good opportunity that life is giving us to practice compassion and have compassion for yourself, for others. This compassion effect is very, very powerful and potent. And so be in a meditative state 24 hours a day, be in the alpha state, be in a calm state, be conscious of what is going on, but the primal connection is within. For the deep state is a lot more afraid of the awakening community than the awakening community afraid of the deep state, and they're about to fall down. There is over 200 million people that are awakened already in this planet, and so this is much more in number and power of sorts than any of the dark forces, and that's why they're destroying all those completely absurd. They're trying to enforce some tyrannical laws because they're really trying. They're desperate. They're in state of complete. They're about to be disorganized. Everything's going to be revealed. There was reveal of an operation called the Evergreen. It was a false flag from the White Hats. There was a ship in the Suez Canal that got stuck, but it was much more successful. It was extremely successful. It really worked. They liberated children. They confiscated huge amounts of weaponries and nuclear armaments and all kinds of things. And all of that is being confiscated and be ready to come into. For it, the media doesn't report on that. At some point, they're going to lose all credibility. So this may be the domino that makes everything fall. So we'll see what happens. Also. For our intention to serve has to be greater than all our fears, and to surround yourself with angels. There is always angelic ministers that are available. So call on the angel to surround you, to imagine you fly, to be very light about things, to develop a sense of humor, not a humor that will hurt people, but to utilize humor as much as possible. It is very important to always have this connection to this internal love and stillness within, as well as to have a sense of humor, to discharge the tension. It is good also, even in relationship, at the end you want somebody that makes you laugh. If you cannot laugh with somebody, then it's like it's like so. And even in business, when you do business, you want to be able to enjoy the process. You want to make the law of attraction work for you, to make it fun, to make it light. And that comes from the inner connection and to the inner enlightenment, alignment. So we'll become master. We'll be able to let go of all kinds of illusions that have been pushed upon us or that we've cultivated over the years. Do not judge yourself for whatever programmation you've been through in the past, and just release, forgive yourself, really be ready to move into something new. There's all kinds of deaths and resurrections of things. There's little deaths of consciousness. You want to make an exercise, you can make a list of all the things you want to die from your life, and on the other side of the line, you make all the things you want to resurrect instead of that. And then as you move through the list, you will feel what you're ready to let go, what you're ready to move forwards. So it is just an exercise. So we go back to justice and fairness, and the highest wisdom is the equitable being. It's being fair, it's being balanced, it's being just. It's very important. What we need to understand is TikTok has to tune in to the frequency of immortality, of eternity, to through the breath, we can just let go of thoughts and images and ideas and all things for have those moments of peace and ecstasy, this soul energy that is coming down. What we need to do is into the sea, to jump into the sea, to make this quantum leap, to move back to source, this source within, deep within ourselves. We have this source, and the outcome will be to chop woods. And to get ready, we'll be able to have all the reserve we need in order to complete, to be comfortable within the process that is coming. Another aspect that is interesting is another exercise is when on the higher planes, beings do not use words to communicate. They communicate telepathically. All of that will come very soon enough. For everything comes in divine timing. And when it is the time, it is all worked out from on high. You can trust. The more you trust that everything is perfect, the faster we go, the easier the process goes through, is to send with your intention pink light in the heart of all that you meet. Whether you don't have to tell them, and just with your intention. And so I'm sending you this pink light into your heart, and see, it will feel good, and no matter what, and you will assist everyone. It's unconditional love that has been exchanged. So I hope you enjoyed this time. You prepare yourself for this great breakthrough, this great change. There's a few songs that went through my mind, but I didn't feel ready to sing them. So I think about this song of Bob Dylan that speaks about peace. Our peace is necessary. We need to put an end to all those wars. And it's an old song. It goes like this. How many roads must a man walk down before you can call him a man? How many seas must a white dove sail before she sleeps in the sand? Yes, how many times must the cannonball fly before they forever bend? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. Yes, how many years can a mountain exist before it is washed to the sea? Yes, how many years can some people exist before they're allowed to be free? Yes, how many times can a man turn his head and pretend that he just doesn't see? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. Yes, how many times can a man look up before he can see the sky? Yes, how many years must one man have before he can hear people cry? Yes, how many deaths will it take till he knows that too many people have died? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. Great song. I think it deserved a Nobel Peace Prize. I think better than a literary Peace Prize. I think it's more. He did more for peace than many other winner of that prize. My own personal view. And the card of the day is another card. There was a card of about the great Archangel Gabriel that talks about freedom and flying. She's flying with all those beautiful birds and owls and with the wisdom. It says, abundant activity. The results are quick in coming. Communication is primordial. So this kind of communication that we had, this was really essential. We're going to need to communicate the truth. Communicate. Take your phone if necessary. Continue to communicate. And communicate with your higher self as well. Get the information, tune in. And when you ask a question to spirit and you already expect an answer, the spirit will wait. If he already has his own answer, there is no need for us to come back and answer. So just ask a question with an open-ended and be ready to receive it. When you're ready, the answer will come. You'll be surprised how it comes, and you may be surprised by the answer as well. But familiarize yourself with this ability to communicate with the higher planes, your higher guides, your creator, your soul. I thank you very much. I wish you a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later. Namaste.